Hello my dear students of BSc first semester. So welcome to my class. So our today's topic is variation of phase difference. So please pay attention on the title of the topic. Variation of, when we have to find out the variation between two quantities, we have to plot a graph between these two. So first of all, we must know what are these two quantities. So here the variation of phase difference between displacement and driving force. So first quantity is phase difference between driving force and displacement and with driving force frequency. So the phase difference, we know we have derived today the value of x in the case of force oscillator. X is equal to f naught over omega zm minus iota e raised to power iota omega t minus phi. We have derived, sorry, not today, we have derived yesterday. Minus iota f naught over omega zm e raised to iota omega t minus phi. Yes. Then from this we can find out the phase difference between x, that is the displacement, and driving force, that is F. So we have done yesterday that the phase difference we take it as theta, that is equal to iota minus iota and minus phi, minus pi by 2 plus phi. So we have done yesterday this a phase difference. This is a phase difference between displacement x and force F. Okay, that we have derived. Yes, next we want to find out this variation with omega, theta with omega, So this we have to find out. So we know in yesterday we have derived that Zm, that is this mechanical impedance, Zm is equal to R square plus m omega minus s over omega under root. Clear? And tan phi that is equal to m omega minus s over omega over r. So from this we have derived from this. This is, if this is Zm, this is imaginary part, m omega minus s omega. This is r. This is angle phi. So tan phi from this we have explained. I have explained yesterday in detail this. So please go through that lecture, watch the previous lecture thoroughly. So now we have to plot a graph between omega and theta. So what is given to what is the precautions when we have to plot a graph? So one is a dependent variable and second is an independent variable. So independent variable which is given to us, that is always taken along x-axis, and dependent variable is always taken along y-axis. So here independent variable is omega, which is given to us, okay, and the dependent variable is theta, because we are giving a frequency to a oscillator. So omega. So first take the minimum value, then maximum value, then in between. Clear? And then find out theta. So to find out theta, we must know the value of phi. So to know the value of phi, we must know the value of tan phi. So to know the value of tan phi, we must know the value of omega. I am repeating again. To know the value of theta, we must know phi. To know the value of phi, we must know tan phi. So to find out tan phi, we must know omega. So to omega is given to us. So case first, take omega approaches to 0. So when omega is approaches to 0, what about tan phi? Tan phi is equal to m omega minus s over omega divided by r. R you can skip r because the value of r is very small comparison to these values. So you can skip this value. So we have to pay attention on only this. M omega, when omega is 0, this term is 0 and s over omega becomes infinity. So this becomes minus infinity. infinity. And when tan phi is minus, when it is infinity, when phi is equal, so phi is equal to minus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2. So put here minus pi by 2. When you put here minus pi by 2, then theta becomes, so minus sign is only here in case of theta is only show that which is leading, which is lagging. So theta is minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2, that is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. So at first frequency theta is 0. Now second, when take second case second, when omega approaches to infinity. Yes, when omega approaches to infinity, maximum value की नहीं हो सकती, infinity level, frequency may be infinity, infinite. When frequency is infinite, what about m omega minus s over omega? Here we put infinity is 1 over 0, so this term is 0. So m omega, m into infinity, so tan phi becomes infinity. So tan phi is equal to infinity. So when it is infinity, what about phi? Phi is pi by 2. Phi is pi by 2. When phi is pi by 2, then what about theta? Theta becomes, theta is equal to, yes, pi by 2. Put here pi by 2. What do you get? Pi by 2 plus pi by 2, it is minus pi. So it is minus pi here. This is pi by 2, this is pi. Now case third. Case third, take the third case. Third case is, take in between values. Take omega is equal to under root s over m. What is under root s over m? The angular frequency of undamped oscillator. So take it under root s over m. So tan phi, that is equal to m omega. M omega means under root s over m minus s over under root s over m divided by r. So this is under root sm minus under root sm. So this becomes 0. So this becomes 0. When tan phi is 0, when tan phi is equal to 0, when sine is 0, sine 0 is 0. So this is equal to phi is equal to, yeah. And when phi is equal to 0, what about theta? Theta is minus pi by 2 plus phi. Theta is minus pi by 2 plus phi. So phi is 0. This is equal to minus pi by 2. This is equal to minus pi by 2. So we have three values. One is this. First is this. First is this. Second is this. Third is this. Now we want to plot a graph. So I rub this and I write here. This is when omega is equal to under root s over m and phi is 0 here. Phi is 0 here. So I plot a graph with you can write here omega. So on x-axis omega, on y-axis theta. So when you plot a graph, minus sign is only showing leading or lagging. Okay? It does not affect on theta. So theta is positive. It is only showing leading or lagging. Okay? So when omega is 0, theta is 0. So this point. When omega, second value, when omega is under root s over m. When omega is under root s over m, theta is minus pi by 2. So take here under root s over m. So this is omega, take here under root s over m. So when it is under root s over m, this is pi by 2. So take here pi by 2. So point is this, take here pi by 2. Pi by 2. Okay? And when this is infinity, this is pi. Infinity at the end of the graph, take anywhere infinity. So it is pi. It is pi here. Take it pi. So it is pi. So these are the 3 points. These are the 3 points. The graph must be a straight line, but it doesn't the straight line. The graph is like this. it passes through these points. It passes through these points. This first point, second point, third point. This is omega is equal to under root s over m pi by 2. This is first point. This is third point. Clear? But it doesn't passes. It is not a straight line. Why? Because we have neglect the value of r. We have neglect the value of r. I take the tan phi is equal to s over r. This is equal to tan phi, so we neglect r here. R is we can neglect r, but r have some value, small value, but have. So it affect the curve. So that's why the curve is not a practical curve is not a straight line. This is for any value of r. ठीक है, say r1. If we take another value of r, the graph will be like this. Passes through these points, but it will be another shape, but passes through these three points. So this is about the graph between theta and omega. In the same way, you can plot a graph between omega and phi. Now phi can be negative. Phi can be negative. So we have to, because we have phi value negative. So when omega is 0, what about phi? Phi is pi by 2. So phi have three values. One is this, phi pi by 2, plus pi by 2, and phi is 0. So take here pi by 2, 0 and minus pi by 2. So when omega is equal to 0, the minus pi by 2, the point is this. And when omega is under root s over m, it is 0. So here, when under root s over m, it is 0. And when this is omega is infinity, it is pi by 2. It is pi by 2. So the graph is, this is also not a straight line. So these are the graphs between omega and theta, phi and this. Thank you very much.